Hi, friends. We've been learning about water, and water comes in different forms. The form we see the most of is liquid. That would be the kind of water that you fill your bathtub with, or you drank from the sink or a water bottle. So, I have a book called What is a Liquid? So, we're going to learn a little bit about liquid and then we're going to do a science experiment. Okay, what is a liquid? All things are made of matter. Matter is anything that takes up space. There are three different kinds of matter. A liquid. A liquid does not have its own shape. A liquid takes the shape of the container it's in. Water is a liquid. It flows. Paint is a liquid. It drips. Juice is a liquid. You can pour it. Heating a liquid can change it. Heating can change a liquid into a gas. Water becomes steam. Cooling a liquid can change it. Cooling can change a liquid into a solid, like ice. Water freezes into ice. Look around you. What liquids do you see? So we're going to do an experiment to see what a liquid looks like. So I have here a jug of water, right? And if I can turn my camera, you'll notice, hold on, let's get this so it's right side up. All right, it doesn't turn because I'm filming. It takes the shape of the container that it's in. So this is a pitcher, and it's the same shape as the pitcher. I'm going to put some blue watercolor in it so that we can see the water a little bit easier. Okay. So I have a plate, and let's see what happens when I pour some of the water onto the plate. Let's see if it keeps the shape that it's in the jug. So if you see on my plate, as I move the plate around, the water just sloshes around and takes all different shapes. It doesn't stay in any shape. It just goes kind of wherever it wants. Doesn't stay as the same shape as the pitcher. Doesn't stay as the same shape as the plate. So that's one of the ways I know this is a liquid, because a liquid takes the shape of the container that it's put in, but when you spill it out, it looks like a blob. So this is the science experiment that we're going to do, and you can try this at home. All you need are two different size Tupperwares or containers. So I have a small square and I have a small rectangle. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is make a prediction. Let's guess. What we know about a liquid and how it takes the shape of the container it's in. Let's make a prediction using our senses and what we know of what shape the liquid will take when I pour it into the square container. So what shape do you think it'll be when I pour it into the square container? I heard a lot of people say a square. I heard a friend say circle. Let's see. Let's see what shape it takes. So the water in the container took the same shape as the container. So this water is square. But if I pour it out into the rectangle container, what do you think is going to happen? What shape is it going to become? I think a rectangle too. Let's see. This may be a little bit hard to see because my container is blue also, but you see the water, it took the shape of the rectangle. So I'm going to pour a little bit more water in here because now we're going to do the next step of our experiment. And we're going to fill 2 different containers. Now, you guys don't have to use a square and a rectangle. This is just what I had at home. But you can use any kind of shapes. You need 2 different shapes. I have the rectangle and the square. You could have a circle container, a triangle container, whatever you have at home is fine. And I'm going to cover them up, and I'm going to put them in the freezer. So now this is what I want my friends to think about, because we're not going to find the answer to this until next week when we talk about, until tomorrow, sorry. So this is what I want my friends to think about. We know that the liquid water took the shape of the square and the shape of the rectangle. Let's make a prediction. I'm going to put these in the freezer. What do you think is going to happen when I put the liquid water in these containers into the freezer? What do you think is going to happen to the water that's inside? Will it stay water, or will it change? Yes, it'll still stay water, but will it still stay liquid? Or will it become, like the book was talking about, will it become a solid or a gas? Okay, and then we'll check on this tomorrow, and we'll see what happened and if our predictions were right. All right, friends, I have a fun activity for you to do. Have fun.